Greetings, Assistant Chief Rick Parnell here. First, I'd like to welcome everybody to this kind of a redo of the way that we're doing our videos now. A little bit more personable. Get some more faces in here. Get some faces at all. So, welcome everybody for this kind of a experiment here. First thing I'd like to mention is that we've got our honors and recognition ceremony at Polk State College on the 30th of this month. Please come out. We're going to pin the new chief, recognize all those folks who have done those little accomplishments and things like that are pretty big milestones to their families. So anyway, you should be seeing emails about that. Also, likewise, we've got on December 12th, we've got the Holiday Awards Ceremony, which is out at Lake Eva Park. As you guys well know, this is going to be a fantastic year. Very proud to announce that we support fully the Toys for Tots. Well, this year it's going to be a little different. It's stepped up a little bit. It's now Toys for Tots and Traegers. As you can see here, most of you guys know if you bring a toy for Toys for Tots, a new unwrapped toy, and put it in the ambulance and stuff, you get a ticket. That goes for the door prize. Well, the door prize this year is going to be a Traeger grill from our good friends at Whiskey Bent Barbecue Supply in Lakeland. Those folks have really stepped up, and they wanted to thank everybody for what we do and what you guys do. And I'm telling you, so you get a ticket for each toy that you bring. I know one of our chaplains, Zarl, had I believe he had a kind of a record going there. So I'm going to amp it up this year too, because I've wanted a Traeger grill myself, but haven't been able to quite pull the trigger on that yet. So Whiskey Bent Barbecue Supply, the Pro 22, it's a beautiful grill. See the picture here. Well, that's what I've got for you. Next up is Chief Weech. Chief?
Hello, Polk County Fire Rescue. Obviously, I'm Rob Weech, Fire Chief, and we're trying a couple of different things as far as communicating with you folks. And Chief Parnell's been after me about getting something out on video, so we're going to give it a try, see how it works, but I did want to keep everybody updated on a couple things we have coming up in the near future. The first, obviously, is the calendar, at least the fiscal calendar, is about ready to change from year to year. And obviously that presents a challenge for us in our 35 new positions that we got approved by the Board of County Commissioners, which will finish putting 3 persons on every one of our engines, and obviously adding a new rescue and some training officers. So we just got out of a little bit of an issue with hiring, with getting caught up, and now we're right back into it for good reasons. So hiring will continue, obviously, well, not obviously, but Thursday, Friday, and Monday of next week. So we're back into that mode of hiring, and we're back into filling our open positions, and that's all good news because of growth. A little bit about what of our apparatus are doing from a logistical standpoint. We've got 7 rescues in the budget next year. And we're currently looking at our rescue truck maker to make sure that it's the right maker. They're making the dependable trucks, and the price is in the right line. So we're not interested in looking at a new spec, but we are interested in looking at what other makers of apparatus are out there, and there's something else makes sense for us. That evaluation will go on until we have that answer. I do not anticipate that going on for very much longer before we decide. It also brings up an interesting point about remounts. We've been successful in Polk County with remounting some of our old rescue trucks. We are considering doing the same currently. We will probably sacrifice a little bit of convenience issues as opposed to safety issues. We will not sacrifice on safety issues, but if we can make some convenience sacrifices in the case of saving some money, that's certainly something we'll do, and certainly something we're looking at. So the potential there that we could remount some of our rescue trucks and get some life out of those and save some money and use them in other places. A logistical point that we need to talk about is RFID is going to be a reality in Polk County Fire Rescue here real soon. We will install the RFID process and technology in about 30 of our rescue trucks, and that will leave out the necessity of counting those trucks on an everyday basis. We'll be able to run reports in the warehouse and logistics and see what is needed, and therefore that stuff will be able to send out to the rescue trucks. And so we're hoping that'll be a good test pilot for us to see if it's worthwhile and see if it saves money like it's supposed to, and add convenience to us in our state of readiness. So RFID is coming to Polk County Fire Rescue, and I'm obviously excited about that. Part of the ESCI report was improving our paging system, and we're looking at ways that our pagers can be used as a pre-alert, but also can be used from a better standpoint. It's more accurate, it's more dependable, etc. So we'll continue to look at that. I know the commission has funded some dollars so that we can make those improvements, and we'll see what's warranted, and we'll make the appropriate steps. And a training officer update. Obviously, one of my big goals is to improve and put a more focus on training at Polk County Fire Rescue. I'm happy to report we've received all the resumes. We have some very, very interesting, I believe, very talented folks that want to be training officers, and so we'll be interviewing those folks real soon, and we'll make some final choices and get training reconverted, refigured at Polk County Fire Rescue, and what I hope to be is a better, higher performing department as a result of our training efforts that are going to be refocused on. So if you're out there and you applied to be a training officer, thank you very much. We definitely appreciate it. I think it's the core of any high performing fire department, and looking forward to making those decisions and starting those balls rolling. So I guess the biggest point as the year begins to turn over and we move from very hot summer to fall is to thank each and every one of you for what you do out there. It's these things we couldn't make happen. These things we couldn't accomplish. We couldn't perform at the high level that we do. One of the examples is the CAS and how well we did there. So I would be remiss if I came on and did any presentation and talked about anything if I didn't say thank you for what you do and encourage you to keep doing what you do. But keep in mind the stakes of what we're after. We know we're public safety agents, and what we do matters on an everyday basis. So thanks for what you do, and encourage everybody to get better. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief. Next up is Deputy Chief Mike Linkins. Take it away, Mike.
Good afternoon. Just got three simple things to talk about. The first one is EFD version 7, emergency fire dispatch. We're working on the upgrade to that. The structure fire ones are already out there. They've been out there for a while, but the rest of the calls, it's just been a real work getting them upgraded. For example, there's just a lot of granularity. Number 60 is a gas leak, and you've got like high life hazard, high rise, commercial, and then each of those have, whether it's just the odor or the odor with a sick person or multiple sick persons. So each of those requires or can require a separate response matrix. So I've been working with dispatch on that. Don't have any time frame, but I would think sometime in October they'll start rolling those out. So look for those. If you have any questions, obviously give me a call. Second thing, there's a lot of interest in the replacement CAD system, which is much more than that. Dispatch or SO calls it the ISS, Integrated Software Solution. They're looking at replacing as much of their software over there as possible. So it includes records and jail and property and evidence and inventory and all that kind of stuff. But suffice it to say, CAD's the big picture here, the big part of it. So fortunate to be able on the team there. I've narrowed it down to 3. We've sat through 3 separate weeks of demos, and we've just completed the grading on that. So in the near future we'll be moving forward to site visits and other stuff. But realistically, if they made the decision today which CAD system they're going to buy, it's probably a year away before it's implemented because of the contract of obtaining it and the training and the converting data from the old system to the new system. It's just going to be a long way. However, they are making headway. Part of that will most likely involve the changing of our records management system. And the big goal here is to have one report that you don't have to do a report in Health EMS and then do a duplicate report, smaller report in fire records. So we're going to have hopefully one system. Everything we're looking at has one combined system. And then the last thing for the fire officers out there is Blue Card. We starting October 2nd, we'll be back online with Blue Card. For those of you that your subscription ran out, we have a handful of new captains left to certify, but we're going to be assigning all the driver engineers that are captain qualified. They'll be getting the online assignment in the near future as well, and have several months to get that done, and then we'll get them certified. And then from then on, it'll be just a matter of any new people coming into the system and maintaining everyone's CEUs. that's all I got for now. As always, got any questions, give me a call, and thanks for the opportunity to talk to you.
All right, thanks, Mike. As always, any comments are always welcome, or any questions that we have, email me at rickparnell@polk-county.net. I'll put the email addresses up here for you guys. Look forward to the next video coming out. So if you have any topics you want covered other than what we do, just drop me a line or something and let me know. But appreciate all you guys and what you do for us. We'll see you next time.